Beloved, welcome back. Behind me is the brand new shop that I built, the steel building, the 40 by 40, sitting in the field with no power. We're going to remedy that today. We are going to be installing a complete solar powered generator backup off-grid power system, completely detached from utilities. Why? Because I'm getting sick of being pushed around and I'm getting sick of being extorted, my wallet being extorted by local municipalities that are providing less and less services and demanding more and more in fees and permits. And when they added the smart meter, when they have control now where they can shut off my power, they can curtail usage, enough is enough. We are drawing a line in the sand. The reason why I have not done a solar system to date is I haven't really understood it or really didn't really know how to do it. It was a lot of gatekeeping, a lot of, well, to be honest with you, who's got time when you're trying to take care of your family to learn an entire another trade as a hobby, that's something you're not even all that interested in. So I'm going to keep it very simple. We're going to make it plug and play, and it's going to be portable. That's the most important thing. The article of the day, gentlemen, is don't lock yourself down to something. You want to have options. So when you're making purchases, here's a perfect example. In the past, I would have went and bought a big, huge 240 shop quality air compressor, you know, great big one like you'd see in an industrial body shop. Does Proho need that? No, we don't need that anymore. What are you using your compressor for? Maybe you do a little bit of painting, you know, once every 5 years, but primarily you're going to be airing up tires, maybe blowing stuff off, blowing up the air mattress when the in-laws come over, that sort of thing. So cordless tools are going to fill the gap. So really the only big power draw that we have is going to be our welders. And if you're like me, you know, you're not welding excavator buckets, you know, you're welding out of small welders. A lot of you can get by with 120 welders, but this will support 240, 50 amp. So it's a robust system, no question, but keep that in mind. You know, what do you actually need and what can you get by cordless or newer models of tools that will replace those old big power draw tools? Why would you need a backup generator when you have the off-grid solar system? Well, goodness, who knows? For all I know, the plagues of Egypt will return and we'll have 7 days of darkness. That's not going to work very good for the solar panels, is it? Could be you're not generating enough. Could be a 3 or 4 day storm. Lots of different reasons for it, but I already have it and we can grid tie it in real easy, or not grid tie it, but feed it into our system as a backup. The backup of the system is going to be the EcoFlow Delta Pro Ultra. This is the new system. I just got it. We just got it unboxed, and this is very exciting because it will work. We'll be able to tie in our existing EcoFlow Delta Pros. If you already have those, you're not wasting anything. You haven't, oh, I wished I would have bought this new one. It doesn't make any difference. They all feed and work together. If you have this or a pair of these in the battery backup, we'll show you how these will tie in. So you can use what you already have, but this is the Mac right here. It has the big batteries and the top is inverter. So this is modular. So you can stack 5 batteries per inverter and you can feed 3 of these whole units into your house. So mega power. But if you want to start small or you're on a budget, then we can just get by with what we have right here. Just a basic battery and inverter unit. Here is the 50 amp hub. Look at that, 50. Can you imagine 50 amps from solar? You'll be able to plug 2 of these in here right off your main panel. And if you've got a high draw 240, great big welder, you're going to be able to run it with this. And our primary source of power is going to come from the 2 310 watt solar panels. That's 620 watts combined. You say that's pretty small. It is small, but you have to look at the way that I'm going to be using the shop. This is not a shop that we're in every day. So we might be in here 2 days a week, 1 or 2 days a week, maybe changing oil in the truck, maybe doing a project, but really the only thing that needs to be powered in here are some basic lights, the openers for the garage doors, and a few battery tenders for equipment that's kept in here in the wintertime. Now, if I want to expand that, if I move my operation over to the shop full time, it's just a simple adding more solar panels, adding an extra battery or 2, just building the system up that I already have and not buying new stuff. And another nice thing about it is it's so portable that we'll take it with us. So that's kind of what my MO is here, what we're trying to accomplish. So let's get to work on the solar panel array. Let's load up our tools and we'll head over and start installing the bracketry. I was trying to show off with the e-brake slide. I know, we never grow up, or women never tire of reminding us of that either, that fact. Better that than being a mean-faced old trout dream killer. This is the northwest corner of the building, and this is where the mast will go for the solar panels, about 20 feet off the corner and with the south face towards me. My manservant Jariah has done a very nice job prepping this for me. He's got the base in, we've got several hundred pounds of concrete there, we've got the conduit with the line in it, and as well as a big copper ground rod. Here on the other side is the conduit, 2-inch, and this will make a penetration here through the wall, and this is how the cable will get into the building from the array. I'll bet not all of you have seen this sort of wrench. This is it's a vice grip, as you can see, but it has a chain on it, and it's perfect for this sort of thing where you can't, get a purchase on something, especially round pipe and that sort of thing. So this is buried deep in the ground. That'll be very strong. These bases have to be strong, beloved, because of the wind. There's so much wind, and these solar panels basically are, they're like a sail. The chain wrench is a tool of last resort when you absolutely positively can't get something loose. This is your huckleberry here. Chain wrench is pretty simple. Just has the tabs on the chain, and you just find the right one, the tension that you want. And that's about all she wrote. Now we can put the cross brace on. This particular mount's made by General Specialties in Sandpoint, Idaho. GeneralSpecialtiesManufacturing.com. If you want to pick up a mount, or you can make your own as well. These U-bolts are sprung. We need to pinch those in. Let's run this over to the vise, and we'll line these guys back up. Mama, what have you done? Is that a bird? Are those bird feathers? Did you catch a bird? Goodness, how'd you catch a bird in here? You don't eat the wings, I guess. When you're doing this sort of thing, always protect your threads. If you got a pound on something, you can just thread the nut back on there, and that'll keep you from marring things up. Save you a lot of aggravation. While we're at it, you might as well grab a impact socket. And I'm close there. Those are big boys. That looks pretty good. I've got to turn that one. It's facing the east, and it needs to face the south. Let me go grab the ladder, and we'll leave this all loose, and then we'll put the crossbars in, and we'll start getting everything straightened out for those panels. Three things every pro-ho needs eventually. Well, there's 3 ladders. You need to have 3 ladders. Oh, didn't go in this hard. Start with a 4-foot extension, 4-foot ladder. You know, that'll be handy for things around the house. And then get a 6, and then a 28, 32 extension ladder for getting up on the roof. A ladders break down. You have wood, aluminum, and fiberglass. Wood, not recommended unless you're a firefighter. Some firefighters in big cities prefer wood ladders because they can tell when they're about to fail because they're on fire. Where aluminum, you can be on it and it will fail with heat and with no warning. So that's kind of a fun fact. Fiberglass is the best. It's gonna be the most expensive. It's gonna be heavier, but it's gonna be more stable and it will last longer. Aluminum would be my second choice. Gentlemen, have you hit that thumbs up yet? I'll wait. I'm not going to move an inch. All right, you got that done. Thank you. All right, gentlemen, I think that's pretty close. We are facing south. Let's go grab our panels. What's the chance of this process going wrong? Me by myself trying to hang a, oh goodness, a 75-pound panel. Oh, I just felt my soul leave me. Fall down and break my hip again. That polished concrete is pretty, but it's very slippery. So what we've got going on here is we've got these aluminum extrusions and then these stainless steel bolts that slide and run in there in that adjustable track. Now these are designed to mount horizontally. So we'll probably put the plugs over here on the east side closest to the shop. It is more likely than not that we will break a panel. Trying to do this by myself, but man, if there's one thing I hate, it's to inconvenience people. I guess, or ask for help. Okay, well, goodness, this is going to be tricky. Worked my whole life by myself. All my businesses, for the most part. You figure it out. You figure out a way. Just got to feel it. Come on, I know it's close. We got it, gentlemen. One last bolt, gentlemen. Oh, we got it. Goodness, let's get a nut on that. Want to make sure I match up these reveals here. Yeah, it looks good. We can tighten this up. Now, it can't go anywhere. Excellent. All right. Well, of course, I lost 2 of those stainless steel bolts that went shooting out of the extrusion when I couldn't grab them. I've trod them into the snow, never to be seen again. Well, at least we can throw the other panel up there, and this will hold it in place, and I'll just fasten it down with 2 on each corner, and then we'll run down to the hardware store. Doing the impossible, that's just standard for Proho. That's what we do. We do what we have to do. Well, you thought the chance of a mishap was high before. Well, now I'm on a ladder. I'm soaking wet. It's 32 degrees outside, and it's raining ice. What could possibly go wrong? Well, at least it's not windy. Good thing Proho is so strong. It seems a little spindly when you get all this weight up here. Oh. Come on now. There's nothing that slides better than extruded aluminum. It's been some time since I've been outside working in the elements. Boy, I know about it. As an excavating contractor in the Pacific Northwest, my life was rain gear. Our conversation revolved around rain gear because it was something, oh no, that hole doesn't line up. Oh goodness, let me show you our struggle right here. Can you see that? Right there, you see that? That slides down in there. If I lift this, you see? So I think what happened is I need to put these on the outside of these brackets, because that's, you know, that's what, about twice the thickness. So I have to put these on the outside of these brackets here. Now, can we get this last bolt we need locked in so we can go home? Well, it looks promising. I'm dropping it in. Will it line up? Bingo! Excellent. Tighten this one nut up and we'll be good for the evening. Tighten up these brackets. Well, there you have it, beloved. 620 watts of off-grid solar goodness. Missing a couple bolts. We'll pick up where we left off next time. Run down to the hardware store. I'll take you guys down there and get those stainless bolts. I have regular cadmium, but I don't have stainless. I want to make sure that they're not going to corrode. It's probably painfully clear or obvious. One of the major downfalls of solar in a mountain environment, the snow. So remember, whatever your placement is, make sure it's not too low where the snow level will get above and obscure it, or put them too high where you can't get up and clean them. Hence the gas backup generator. I think that's pretty well, that's got to go along with it. Use the solar and the batteries 90% of the time. In those times when you have problems, snow, for example, you're not producing enough power, you've got that generator back up to get you through. And you don't have to run it constantly. You just have to run it, you know, 4 or 5 hours to recharge those batteries, and then you're good for a few more days. So it's a pretty common sense solution for sure. All right, well, may God bless you and your families. Please keep us in your prayers. We will see you on the next episode. Maybe it'll be a snow stream, the way things are shaping up around here. We'll see you guys later.